Local leaders on both sides of the aisle are reacting to the operation tonight. We spoke with Democratic Representative Stephen Lynch, who calls this an act of war.
Maduro is a legitimate target, no question about that. And there were indictments handed back in 2020. So he is a legitimate target. And you know, it's just that using military force without authorization from Congress when time and circumstances would allow that, that's problematic.
And in a statement, Massachusetts Republican Party Chair Amy Carnevale says, quote, the action executed in Venezuela represents landmark leadership by the U.S. in the war on transnational narco-terrorism. Thanks to the decisive leadership of President Trump, Nicolás Maduro will finally be held accountable for his heinous crimes. The world is safer as a result of American leadership. Paul Hare is the interim director of Latin American Studies at Boston University and a former UK ambassador to Cuba. He says it's the scale of this operation that he finds out of the ordinary.
There have been other interventions in Latin America, in Guatemala, in Chile, and so on, where they've had CIA operations and so on. So it's not that unprecedented, but the nature of it is with the major Caribbean naval force, and we're just hearing the briefing from the Joint Chiefs, all the forces that were involved, over 100 aircraft. I mean, it is a major attack. And of course, in 21st century cyber space, all these theaters are involved. So there was a lot of jamming of communications. So in the scale of the operation, I think you're right, it's unprecedented.
We also spoke with Brian Glenn Williams, a history professor at UMass Dartmouth who formerly worked in Regional Command East for the CIA. He told us he's considering this a successful feat from the U.S. military, but worries about what happens next.
When it comes to the tactical level, I'm thrilled that we're able to pull this off without any American losses. But I'm worried that we're having a reprise of what we saw with the Iraq War back in 2003.
He told us this operation likely would have been months in the making, and says since this appears to be an open-ended engagement, it's unclear how long the U.S. military could be in Venezuela.
It is a magnificent achievement, but I think our troops are being put in harm's way for an operation that is vast and dangerous, and I don't think we have any idea of how hard this is going to be.